Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Tomorrow I'm going to go fishing for cats and carp with a good friend of mine, but I don't want to spend a lot of time tomorrow catching bait. So let's spend a little time this afternoon catching bait, as long as the weather doesn't go tits up. I mean, it's been unpredictable all week. It's just been, looks like it's going to be okay, then boom, it comes down. We might be able to get a few pieces of bait before it does go tits up, but it could any second. If you were wondering about the title of this video, here they are, the Blackwidows. No, we're not fishing with spiders today. A lot of you guys already knew what was up. So I got two of them the other day. One is a 10-footer, this one here, and one is a 13-footer. These are for fishing for panfish, or down here, people would say perch. Now you can get other things on them too. They're pretty much ultralights. They're rated for 4-pound line to 8-pound line. All right, so when you go to buy these, they come with a riddy rig. We have one here. This is what came with the 13-footer. But on the 10-footer, we're going to put 4-pound test. I'm not sure what the test on this is. Probably 4-pound, something really light. We're going to do a drop shot and a float. Now, this is actually the cheapest way to get out there and catch some fish. Just one of these. It's usually the cheapest option at Walmart, and to get licensed up, it's also the cheapest option. If this is all you're going to do, fish with hook and line with like a worm or something, not artificial bait, but just a worm with one of these, to license yourself up for the year, it only costs $2.50. But if you get your basic fishing license, or if you're down here where I'm at below the salt line and you get your combo, the combo covers that. You don't have to get the additional $2.50 hook and line license, which just covers like rods, poles like this without a reel, and cane poles. When you go to the store to get one of these, make sure that cap is on there. There should be some plastic keeping it on, and then you dump it like this, get that little first part out, and this is where you tie your line. Now let me get this all the way out. Now we're left with this loose. Put it somewhere where you're not going to lose it, or you're not going to be happy. Zebco 4-pound. I think I got this very, very cheap at Ollie's in Mississippi for less than $1 or something. It was really, really cheap if I remember correctly. You can use something better if you like, but that is like the cheapest option there. All right, I got my line tied on, and I'm gonna get a length out that it is kind of close to 10 feet, but not actually 10 feet. And what I was saying about the licensing, that has to do with Louisiana state regulations, nowhere else. I don't know about any other state. I was just talking about Louisiana. So we are going to be at about 9 feet. I'm going to use a size 6 Aberdeen for this drop shot. The leads I'm going to use are going to be 1/8 ounce teardrop weights right there. All right, I'm going to put the hook in this position. You see that right there? I'm going to put the line through. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you clearly what I'm doing because this line is so thin, but I'm going to get a good amount of tag in through the hook there, good amount of line through the hook. I'm going to do a single uni up above the hook, make a loop, put it up against the main line, and then I wrap. I know you just can't see it because the line is so thin, but I'm going to do 3 wraps through the loop over the main line. That's my second one, and then let's go for my third. I almost can't see what I'm doing. This line is so thin. It's getting dark out here. I'm starting to worry we might be fishing in the rain again. And now, put a little saliva on that uni, and we're going to cinch it down to the hook, and we should have a fair amount of tag in beneath the hook to put the lead on. So at first it looks like I'm in the correct position, but actually I'm not. What we're going to do now is we're going to take that tag in and run it back through the eye. And here we go. We got it through the eye. Now we're in the correct position. This is how you want your presentation to look. Another thing that's important about the presentation is how long your lead line is. You don't want it too long, 6 to 7 inches, because you want this bait to be right up off the bottom. 4 inches would be okay, but that's a little tight. It's a little hard for some people to tie their lead that close. But if you tie it like a foot, that's just too much. Here we go. About 5 to 6 inches, or there might be even 7. 7, like I said, is fine. This is great. What's going to happen is you're going to let the lead go to the bottom, and you're going to give it some slack so the worm goes down, then pull it tight. You can pick that up and down easily without moving the lead so much. Wiggling your worm a little bit always entices the fish to come over and see what that is. Let's check this out. I usually don't tend to really like these ready-made rigs, but it's here. Let's put it to some use. Let's see. So I finally got it unwrapped off here, and then I realized that this really isn't going to work. Or maybe we can make it work. There's no way to peg this weight. It's just on there. What are you supposed to do? Pull and push the lead into the bottom here? I suppose that's what they intend you to do. Let's look at the hook. It's kind of big. Kind of big for what I'm doing today. Forget about that. I'm not using this junky crap here. Tie up my own stuff. Probably be better for it. I'm doing a simple float rig on this one. Just a little float, weighted float. Size 6 Aberdeen. About a little over 2 feet. Maybe around 2.5 feet underneath the float. For the moment, the bait is red wiggler or red worm. Doesn't always say red wiggler on the container. We're going to use a whole one to start. I'm going to put the float out over here on the edge of this hyacinth and see if I can just lay it down like this and have it stable to where it doesn't go out of reach there. All right, now we can watch the float and fish the drop shot. I like these rods so far, I can say that, because they're really light. This is the 10-footer. It's much lighter than the 13-footer. I have a pretty old 16-foot crappie stalker that I use sometimes, and that sucker is heavy. You get tired after a while trying to jig with it because it's heavy for that. Oh, here we go. Yes, I had to move to a different spot. We're not too far from the culverts, but that is a good one right there. That's a good bait. I'm on a bit of a bounce headed to this pond over here, which is just across the street. But before I get over there, I want to check out this right here. It actually drains into that pond, but as you can see right here, it's not necessarily connected to the pond, but I think we might catch red spotted here. There might be something down in this puddle here. It's not too deep. Oh, here we go. What did we get here? Look at that. That looks like a red spotted to me. I'm gonna let this go. It's not big enough for bait. Oh, it let itself go. Might be long ears in here too. Here's another one. Oh, little cichlid. There's a bunch of little things down in there for a little puddle. This is a little kid spot for sure, let me tell you. Nice. Ooh, that's big enough for bait right there. Whoa, there's a lot of little cichlids down there, I bet. Let's try this float out. Wow, there is a lot of activity here at the pond. I see a lot of gar activity. I think that was a gar right over there to my left. This pond is a lot cleaner than the canal that I was just fishing, even though it's connected to that canal. Here we go. Nice. Not very big. Bite, 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 bite. Yes, not very big again. Here we go. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Yes. It's all small today. Got him. Oh. Oh, yes. Finally. Something nice. Look at the size of that. And that hook is down there too. Dang it. Oh, nice. So I have this just sitting out here right now because I'm retying the other one. Got us another bait. The weather seems like it's changing too. It's spitting a little bit of rain. Oh, oh no. Oh no. I've put the 13-footer to bed. We're just going to move around with the 10-footer and drop shot. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, almost had him. Float fishing's just not being super productive right now. And the weather might turn. It's been spitting rain on and off. Oh, hit it hard. Nice, nice. This 10-footer by far is the funnest one out of the two. Really enjoying it. That is a nice bait right there. Oh, yes. Oh, that one hit pretty good. That is a nice looking bait right there. That is not looking nice. Yeah, there's a bit of rain coming, so I'm going to call it right now. It is sunset right now. They just played colors on the base back there. It's going to be dark here pretty soon. I have enough bait to start tomorrow's session, which is catfish and carp with my friend. Should be a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun, this session. Bite wasn't that great, but I did get enough bait. I like the 10-footer a lot more than the 13-footer. The 13-footer is good. I just find the 10-footer to be a lot more fun. You feel the action a lot more. It's a lot more sensitive. All right, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.